Well, race number 6 on the program is the Guinness Surger Handicap, and this is over 1,200 metres, 0 to 90 rated horses, 3:25 start time. We'll take a look at Wire Detonator's third in the Hannon's Handicap behind Keaton Grace. The past runs of Diamond Grey and Lacerate, that's out of the trial won by El Presidente at Lark Hill. New Spice, well, his final run of last campaign, I should say, was in the Derby. Far Horizons has put 2 in a row since on the board since coming across to the Adam Durrant stable, and Fin Maru resumed last start at Belmont. Wasn't that bad, only beaten about 4 lengths. Other runners in the race include Another Clanger. Now, the trial was just okay. He can perform first up, and Neville Parnham is elected to go with him in this race from barrier 9. Bold Ransom's been all right. His last couple of runs since winning have been pretty close to the mark behind Flirt Sun and Overlock. He's got that extravagant action, really throws him out, Bold Ransom. Maximus Dignitas, they had something on him first up, and he was just found wanting over the 1,000 metres in the race won by Scopper Cherry. Muda Meta, she's had 2 runs in now, the staying mare, and she'll be looking to get over a bit of ground. Royal Cobra had 1 run in. I think he's been to the trials. The blinkers go on for him. And Jess Hilderide and Tokyo Joe, who was last seen at Belmont on the 19th, beaten about 4 lengths by Solid Wicked Cruel. Here's the replay of the Hannon's Handicap with the Watch on Wire Detonating third.
On the outside is Wire Detonator. Here comes Keaton Grace, letting go on the outside. She's gathering them in quickly. Beyond Dispute was back and behind them with Casual Wolf, but Keaton Grace, she gave them windburn at the 200. She raced away and the Hannons is all over. Keaton Grace is striding clear and she's absolutely brained them in the Hannons. She won by 3.5. Photo for the placings, Tarzi and Wire Detonator.
Good effort by Wire Detonator Marty. The horse that's beat him really destroyed him, but he was gallant in defeat. He was up there on the pace, the one working hard. He's got 59. Apprentice Duncan Miller goes on. Now, I can tell you he's not an apprentice horse, so I'm prepared to leave him this week.
Barrier 12 from out there is going to be awkward.
He's in trouble
for young Duncan. With the Lark Hill trials here, Diamond Grey and Lacerate.
Then came El Presidente picking up the leader. Lacerate followed then by Diamond Grey, and down the extreme outside comes Beat the Storm. Lacerate headed off by El Presidente, and El Presidente coming away to win it well. El Presidente Beat the Storm by a length. Third Lacerate, then Mr. Sandgroper followed by Diamond Grey.
Firstly, Lacerate Marty, a good effort at the trials. El Presidente beat the Storm, the horses around him. El Presidente went out on Monday and destroyed them in the city. Beat the Storms running first up in the Birthday Stakes. So good form around the horse. I can see him going to the front and dictating terms. Only thing is, horse Maximus Dignitas is likely to be up there getting each other undone. So he's a tough horse that doesn't really settle. Just it might be a case of them taking each other on in the lead. Diamond Grey, he looked like on that trial he might need 1 run.
Yeah, agree. Had a chat to Raquel Mills after the race, and she said they'll go a long way to tighten him up, but I'd imagine he could be in a bit of trouble out there on Saturday, Diamond Grey. Well, New Spice is one of the stars of the autumn, winning his way through. Things went amiss before the Derby. Let's have a look at the run. The race taken out by Gyno.
Home corner, Dragon Whiz in front in the Derby. New Spice goes after him though, joins him, heads him off and moves to the lead. 2 lengths Ballack, Gyno's into the open, starting to hit top gear. Here comes Gyno coming at New Spice, Ballack between them. Gyno reached the lead, 100 to go in the Derby. Gyno from Ballack, they beat off New Spice. It's Gyno, Ballack, Gyno's in front and Gyno wins the Derby for the Luciani stable. Gyno beat Ballack, photo for third. New Spice got tired late.
He's a pretty smart horse, this one, Marty, New Spice. That was a good effort in the Derby, a Group 1 race. He ran third. He didn't have the best lead up. He was on his deathbed a week before the race. He got very crook. Spoke to the trainer, Elva Van Merrick, during the week. She said he's over all the problems and he's going well. Group 1 race shows his class. And what about the form? The horse that won at Gyno, he come out on Monday and destroyed a good field of open class horses.
Yeah, he did, certainly did. 3 Derby winners and a Railway Stakes winner was in that field, so there were no slouches, and Gyno's come back bigger, bolder and better. So I would imagine that the form out of that Derby is going to be very good.
And I know it was a 2,400 metre race, but New Spice's fresh form and 1,200 metre form isn't bad.
Wonderful, in fact. Has won first up at 1,200 metres before. And, yeah, Jess Vallis knows him so well. Righto, Far Horizons for Contact Racing and Adam Durant.
In front of My Thalo, travelling up boldly. Far Horizons is off the inside. He's trying to shove Gangway out of the way. He's in a pocket, Far Horizons. He still can't get a run. There's a gap appearing now between Drifter and My Thalo, and he's coming through very strongly indeed. Far Horizons is dash now. Raced up to Gangway, who's sticking on very well. Priceless Symbol coming through hard. Far Horizons a leader from Gangway. Priceless Symbol is late, but the favourites in front doing enough, Far Horizons. And Far Horizons has won from Priceless Symbol.
Well, Far Horizons' debut run in the West, first up, he destroyed them. He won by 3 or 4 lengths. Second up, we all expected him to do the same. Yes, he won, and I'll take nothing away from his win, but it wasn't the same Far Horizons we saw first up. I think this is a real fresh horse that gives his best runs early, and, I mean, his last win doesn't suggest he's any good thing in this race.
Yeah, just interestingly though, they ran 0.62 of a second quicker and he had 2 kilograms more the second win to the first win. Looks can be deceiving the way he won the race, and also Durant has said that he's been very kind to the horse in those 2 runs. He's had a fortnight between runs now and he's stoked up the work at home, so he's predicting that Far Horizons will be close to his best on Saturday. The final run to have a look at is Finmaroo, who was racing first up for Stephen Lynch.
Danza dashes over on the inside. Diamond Highway's had the right run now. It pulls out 3 wide. Finmaroo's following it through. Danza dashing in with this ring on the outside. Maximus Dignitas the leader. Here's Diamond Highway and Scopachiri coming after Maximus Dignitas now. Maximus Dignitas joined by Scopachiri and Diamond Highway on the outside. Diamond Highway and Scopachiri. Scopachiri digging deep just in front and wins. Scopachiri beat Diamond Highway. Third home was Hatterbley Corker on the inside, in front of With This Ring, who ran 4th on the outside, and they break away from Maximus Dignitas, who needed the run.
I thought it was a pretty good run first up by Finmaroo, Marty. I spoke to the trainer before the race. He was only going around for fitness. He was still a long way off. He'd never ran over 1,000 metres before that. And I thought it was a pretty good effort. He was beaten several lengths, but he's going to improve a lot on that, fitness-wise, and stepping up to the 1200.
Yeah, last campaign, some good runs behind Charlie Bow on a couple of occasions as well. So Finmaroo, second up form's pretty good as well. So I think from that barrier, he's going to give you a good run. Let's have a look at selections here for race number 6. And I'm heading the way of number 8, Lacerate. I just hope Kennedy doesn't have to get involved in a speed battle here with Maximus Dignitas, but with 52 kilograms with the claim and the strength of that trial, he was under a choker hold. In fact, they had a tighter hold on him than the other 2 around him in that trial. 4 Far Horizons, you've got him 1 out, 1 back. If he jumps there, he's going to look the winner somewhere in the straight. And down to 7, Finmaroo gets a nice easy run behind him. And I can't leave New Spice out of the 4. I've got a huge opinion of him, and he'll come back a mighty 4-year-old. So 8, 4, 7 and 3 here in race number 6.
Same quartet for me, Marty. Number 8, Lacerate. He will be up there in the speed battle, getting softened up by Maximus Dignitas, but I think he's good enough to still win this. To beat number 7, Finmaroo. Number 4, Far Horizons to run 3rd. Up there in Singapore, if you're playing the quartets, throw in the classy number 3, New Spice.
Well, if you're up there in Singapore, the racing guide is what you need up there. Make sure you get it. It's got all the winners for Perth racing while you're up in Singapore.